Hey, day one. So day one is always be focused on Python. So Python is a programming language. Whoever is starting AI engineering or working in computer science, I generally recommend to start with a programming language. It can be any programming language, but because we are focusing on AI engineering, I will recommend Python. The most common reason for selecting a language like Python is you will always find an answer to your problems because Python has a huge community of developers around the world. So even if you stuck somewhere, you will always find a solution um, out there. Okay. Second thing is it is easy to read language, which means if I show you an example and that example will contain some words, some English words, and by reading those program instructions, you will easily understand what exactly um, the program is doing. Okay, so that way your assumption will almost be right and always be right most of the times. Okay, even if you haven't worked on any Python code before. Now, why Python? Because you have a huge community and it is easy to read. It's a high level language. High level language is generally the language which is following abstraction. Abstraction is basically showing only essential features, which means that if I show you a phone or a microphone or whatever, you cannot see what's inside it. Okay, you cannot see what's inside it. You will always see the outside of it. When you see a program, the program is generally showing you the variables and the functions it is using, not exactly what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, that's what abstraction means. So just like an ATM machine, for example, you want to pull or withdraw some money from an ATM machine and you don't know how the money is coming from, which variable it is storing your account balance in, and so many other variables using any kind of password and so on, all other information. So it is not showing you all of that. It is just showing you what is essential for you. Okay. So that's why we are focusing on Python. I recommend everyone to start with Python. And because this is day one, I want you to understand basics of it. One more question generally people ask as of 2025 um, is why we are learning Python, because uh, as we already have a lot of tools available out there like Claude Code or Gemini or ChatGPT, and using those we can easily code out a lot of things, which is true. But the thing is, these are not evolved in a certain way that it can code everything for you. Okay, I have been using these tools, and believe me, it is a pain working with them. Okay, they will do a lot of things for you, but still there are a lot of limitations out there. The best thing is if you understand the design of your solution that you are building, you have to divide it into smaller chunks, and those smaller chunks, then use those smaller chunks to assign those tasks to these coding tools, and they will do a very good job of a junior dev, you can say that. But still, a lot of limitations, and if you don't understand what the code is, it will be very difficult for you to build something meaningful out of it. Okay, obviously you can build a lot of things on vibe coding, the general term you see uh, in 2025 mostly. But still, if you are focusing on or calling yourself an engineer, so I will recommend you to go the hard way, not the vibe coding way. Okay, because there are a lot of issues with that part. Okay, and obviously vibe coding, you can do vibe coding anytime. Okay, but if you understand Python, it will be a plus for you to build any kind of system. Okay, now In this challenge, we are already at day one. At day one, I recommend Python, and you will find all the resources needed for your journey as day one. So I already added a video here, and if you open this day one, you will find all the information. This is the video. This is a masterclass for anyone who's starting with Python. Okay. And if you don't want to watch this video, you can go through the text version. I extracted the text version through a particular tool online and converted that using LLM. Okay, just to keep my speech intact. Okay, so you will see this the text written here is generally as it is the way I'm talking. Okay, so you will find certain tools. So you can start with Anaconda Navigator, which will give you all different type of tools and coding editors so that you can code on your system. Okay, so it is a center point or a base for a lot of tools that are available like Jupyter Notebook or VS Code or Spider and so on. Okay, so you can install that and you can move to Jupyter Notebook as I am already using Jupyter Notebook in the video. Okay. Once you install that, you can start working on different topics. So it's start with basic syntax and all. You can go through those videos and these different steps. The basic thing I want to explain is whenever you are working with any kind of programming language. So this is a simple flowchart I created here. And this flowchart is basically whenever you write code in any language, the extension will be different. Extension is basically it will tell you what type of file that is. For example, MP4. This video is MP4. So it's a video file. There will be audio files, which will be MP3. There will be PDF files, there will be PNG files or JPG or JPEG and so on. Okay, different type of files have different extensions. Similar to that, when you write code in different languages, you will find different extension to it. We generally call them source code. These source code can be, if you're writing the code in C language, it will be .c extension. If you're writing it in C++, it will be .cpp extension, and so on as Python. For .py, we generally use for Python files. Okay, when you compile those, compile is generally meaning that the English written code you're writing is going to convert into machine code, which we generally call it bytecode. That byte of different extensions, like it can be BAK file for anything written in C language. Okay, when you compile a C++ file, it will generate an object file, which will be a bytecode, similar to when you talk about Python. So when you compile that file, it will generate a PYC file with an extension .pyc, which is a compiled version of Python file. And basically this means that you are converting your English written code in a certain language which will be understandable for a machine. Okay, this particular code is generally not for us. It is for machine to execute what we are trying to say. Okay, so there are different ways to do it. Oh, sorry, there's a simple flow I already told you. Okay, and there's a lot of things I explained here, like variables. These are very foundational when you are working with programming. So it is very important to cover all of these. Okay, so you can go step by step in all of those topics. Once you complete these if and else and the topics that are like variables and variables and conditional statements like if and else, okay, working with operators, all of these, once you cover that, I already added some problem statements. Okay, you should solve those problem statements the way I am solving, or in the same order I am solving in the video or in this particular text. Okay, so once you solve that, I also added a code with me series, which is basically some more questions based on what you just learned in this video. Okay, and once you solve that, you will find solutions as well. You can try on your own, then you will check my solution if you want. Okay, so all of these things are available, and that's it for the day one. Okay, once you complete this, I want you to go back to our dashboard, and in the dashboard I already added 75 problems archive. Okay, so if I open this, you will find a simple problem statement. The difficulty is easy, but it is based on what you learned in the first session or first day. Okay, so if you open this, you will find a problem statement. There is no solution to it. You need to solve on your own, or you can share your answer in Discord community. Okay, so I will never going to share the solution. It is up to you that how you are going to solve that. I am going to show you the answer only, so that will be easy for you to solve. Okay, that way we can come up with different problem statements and day by day, and we are going to increase or be better 1% every day. Okay, so that's our objective. Now you can see in daily logs that I already mentioned what you need to do. One more thing along with working with Python is creating an account on GitHub. And why this is important, because all the work you are going to do, we are going to add everything on GitHub. That way it will be easy to share your work with your recruiters or with anyone in the world. Okay, so more is coming to the GitHub part, the creating the repo part, and so many other things. Okay, so that's about the day one. Okay, I hope this particular part is covered by you and ready with my day two content, and I will share that as well. And once that is done, you can share your wins or smaller wins on Discord channel, daily wins channel. Okay, and that way it will be easy for everyone to be on track and help each other or support each other to move forward. Okay, so that's it for this day one. Let's move to day two, and before that, have any questions related to it, just um, dive into the Discord community and let's chat. And one last thing, that I'm going to conduct an event tomorrow morning, um, which is just a jam with our AI squad. So we are going to connect and we are going to talk about AI, your challenges we are facing, and how we are going to move forward with this challenge, what's going on in AI industry, and some random things. Okay, so that's it. See you in next video.